What up, everybody? Oh, my goodness. Go ahead. There we go. Anyways, ain't been on here a long time. I had some things going on with me. I had to get my knee fixed, and it's improving, week by week. But I want to talk about the climate of adversity today. Just want to just touch on, about what's going on in the world today. And I think a lot of people, they were upset about Bad Bunny performing at the Super Bowl this weekend. And honestly, I just think that they're mad because they didn't know what he was saying. He was speaking Spanish. And the art of music is just a wonderful thing, and I feel people should be able to express themselves in any way they can, because when people sing opera, they sing in Italian. So are you asking them to translate what they say too, because it sounds like they're saying something that you don't know? They're not saying anything derogatory, they're just speaking their own language, but it sounds beautiful. And sometimes things in its natural form sound better than you having to translate. But if you want to know what it is, there's always history books. And because the United States is a ESL, English speaking language country, you should be trying to find out what they say if it's so important to you. Anyway, so when I say adversity, I feel like at this point, a lot of people are getting rewarded for bad behavior. And sometimes for those people who do good and work hard, it's hard to watch. So, as a young woman, whenever I did see, things that I felt were unfair, a lot of my elders would say, keep living. And when they say keep living, from politics, religion, paying taxes, and just being yourself. It's all a sham to me, because when you are yourself, people get offended. When you choose to practice your own religion, if you don't believe what other people believe, it's a problem. If you vote for somebody differently or have different political views, you're deemed as, not being part of the general public when, you are entitled to your own opinion about what you feel any of those things are and how they relate to you. For us, seeing a person that runs a country that has different views as you do, it's a little disheartening, and it is hard to watch because some people don't believe in those things. And, a lot of people don't believe in doing people wrong and saying things, but it's still celebrated in some form of fashion. And I feel like if, you don't like the people or you don't like the things, don't use anything that they ever created or everything they made. That goes for food. That goes for things such as stoplights, the baby carriage, peanut butter, Black History Month that we're talking about. So if you don't like those things, then you shouldn't be using them. If you don't like our people, or if you don't like their people, or if you don't like this group of people or that group of people, everybody comes from some type of background where they invented something and you're using these things on a regular basis. And, whenever we feel like we can't believe what we want to believe, we withdraw. And sometimes we get a little hard on ourselves, but I'm here to tell you, we need more authenticity in the world. And when we do have things that mess with us, our challenges and stuff like that, we really do have to thug it out. We need more people in the world, and we don't have enough of those kind of people that are authentic, who believe in themselves and want to just be themselves and just show the world that being different is not bad. And always love yourself, because if you don't do it, nobody else will. We have two ears and one mouth, and a lot of people don't use them correctly. You should listen before you speak. And adapting to societal norms is just hard for somebody who just wants to live their life and just wants to do things and make them happy. So I'm here to tell you, do something positive with your life, and always look for good things in people, because everybody struggles in some form of fashion. And I'm not downing, but watching the Super Bowl, I thought it was a great thing to see something different. We always see the same thing. Everybody caters their own people in some form of fashion, and that's okay. And I respect that. I respect somebody for being real, even if you are those type of people who don't like this person or that person. If you're being very vocal about it, then that's just what it is. But there's also those people who are, the ones that love everybody and they just want to learn from everybody. And you got to respect those people too in their spaces that they live in. So what I'm saying is, adversity, if you ever challenge and you have things that are going on with you, anything, just deal with it the best way you can. And just remember, you are being noticed and you are appreciated. Like, listen, and follow. And thanks for listening. Peace.